In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to build a fashion e-commerce store. If you are new to this, don't worry because this is a SHOPLINE tutorial for beginners. And we are going to guide you each step along the way on how to set up your fashion store so you can start selling online. My name is Wei Xue, and I've helped countless of business owners set up and optimize their e-commerce stores on SHOPLINE. I know what it takes to set up a SHOPLINE store for success, and coming up with a viable business idea with a unique proposition is a key aspect of building a business online. The demand for e-commerce has grown exponentially, and the market is saturated with fashion brands. As such, it is crucial to set yourself apart from your competition. A good way to start is from product selection or deciding what to sell. Instead of manufacturing your products from scratch, businesses can opt for dropshipping or print-on-demand options. Interesting, isn't it? You must be very excited to find out more, so let's get started. First of all, what is SHOPLINE? SHOPLINE is an omnichannel smart commerce platform that empowers anyone to set up an online store and start selling their products from anywhere. It is Asia's leading e-commerce platform designed for businesses of any size, whether you are selling online, on social media or in person. With SHOPLINE, you can sell apparel, beauty products, furniture or even services, even if you are a yoga instructor or a wedding planner. When people think of SHOPLINE, they think of e-commerce, but we are more than that. We are also a social commerce platform that provides live selling and conversational commerce features. We integrate with other online sales channels such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Shopee, Lazada, Amazon, and more. So, if you have a brick-and-mortar store and you are ready to transition your business online, SHOPLINE is the one central place for your total business solutions. We have a suite of ecosystem services for logistics, like ShopHub and OneShip, and for payments, like SHOPLINE Payments, Atomi, and PayPal. One of the benefits of SHOPLINE is that there are many available resources for you if you ever get stuck. We have a YouTube channel, SHOPLINE FAQ, SHOPLINE Academy, and blogs for you to learn to navigate SHOPLINE's admin panel. But if you require real-time support, SHOPLINE has merchant success experts who can provide tailored solutions to aid your onboarding and growth, along with a 24/7 helpline. By the end of this video, if you still need help with getting your store set up, we have a Kickstarter program where you can hire qualified professionals to get the job done. I'll drop these resources in the description box in case you are interested. Now, let's look at the plans available here at SHOPLINE. If you want to try SHOPLINE, you don't have to commit to a plan as we offer a 7-day free trial. But you will need to choose a monthly plan before you can actually start selling. If you don't select a plan by the end of your trial, your store will be paused. Once you decide to upgrade to a paid plan, you are not going to lose any of your work and you can just continue your business as usual. If you are a new business ready to start your fashion store, the starter plan is probably the best option. The only standout difference between the starter plan and the next level up is the essential plan, where you get to customize your products and multi-level memberships. The highest tier is the premium SHOPLINE package, where you can further scale your business through partnerships, product 3D and AR display, and more in-depth analytics. You may check out the full price plan details through the link in the description below. Today, for the most part, the starter plan will be what we are looking at. Now, let's set up your account. Go to shopline.sg and click on Free Trial. You will need to enter a valid email address, a password, and the name of your store. The store name that you choose will become your primary domain. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to use my store. So once you set this up, you can't change it, but you'll probably want a custom domain in the future. You'll probably want something like weixue.com, which is simpler and easier to remember. We'll get to custom domains in a minute here. So now, if you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll notice the name you sign up for your store. If you're settled on a store name, you can then go to Settings, Basic Settings, and do some housekeeping. Here, you get to include your store logo, choose your location, product type, time zone, as well as your currency. Now, if you need multiple currencies, because you have customers from different parts of the world, Hang tight because we'll cover that later on in the video. For now, choose the base currency you wish to receive the payment in. Okay, so we have talked about getting a custom domain so that you can change your default Shopline URL. There are two ways you can go about it. First, you can buy a custom domain from a third-party provider like GoDaddy, or transfer your domain from an existing site. Let me show you how you can do it. So from Setting, go to Domain Name and then click on Manage Domain. Under Multi-Domain Name Management, click Add the domain name. From there, you can update your domain name or enter a third-party domain name that you have purchased. Now, it's time to get creative. Let's start designing our website by choosing a theme. To help you get started, you will have a default theme set up when you create an account. You can also go to our theme shop and select any themes here for free. We provide a wide range of themes for you to choose from, and each are optimized for different categories like clothing and fashion, electronics, lifestyles, and more. But ultimately, this can be used interchangeably. You can play around with our options and choose the one that is most suitable for you. So once I've decided on the theme, what I'll do is click on Add Themes, and the theme will be applied to my online store. So, let's start editing the look and feel of our store. You just want to focus on getting the fundamentals right so that you can launch. Your store doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough, and you have more time to make improvements later. Click on Design, and you will be redirected to this interface. The left panel are the tools to make edits, and the right is the preview panel where you can see the changes being applied instantaneously. The bottom left are the theme settings, and lastly, the top is a navigation bar to different pages and the preview of the designs applied. So, your screen might look a little different depending on what theme you have installed. I would recommend starting top to bottom just to make sure that you are not missing anything. By the way, remember to click Save periodically because if you navigate to another page, your edits are going to be lost. So, I'm going to click into the first section here. The first section is a good place for you to display any captivating images or videos of your product, and any promos that you might have going on. The slideshow is the first impression that the customer is going to get when they are visiting your store. So make sure that you are creating or finding imagery that is going to sell your product and strengthen your brand. You can use a stock photo, but I personally will always use the original content because this elicits trust. Add a subheader that gleans curiosity and add in headline to further explain what the product is about. Including a call to action button like Shop Now also creates an effective call to your customers. Remember to create a link where the button will lead the customer to. Now, let's play around with the layout and the order of the way the things are appearing. So I'm looking at the next section here. If there is a section that I don't necessarily want, I'm going to click the I button to hide it. The I button temporarily hides a section in case you want to bring it back later. To reorder the following section, I'm going to grab these little dots on the right top corner of each tab and move this section. You'll want to play around with the layout that best suits your goals and site. Now, to add in a section that's not already here, I'm going to click Add Component at the bottom. And there are many layouts to choose from, like a Contact Us form, FAQ, featured product, and many more. Now you should have a good grasp on how to add and remove content to customize your layout. Now, let's navigate over to this tab here. In Theme Settings, you can customize the look of your brand colors and typography among other things. So I want to align my store colors to match the brand. Now to do that, we'll edit the global color setting. Let's click Colors, and now we have control over the colors of different aspects of our sites. So I'll make my buttons my branded color, and I'll also do the same to my sale price. And yeah, you can just go ahead and make each element on brand for you. Now, I'm satisfied with the way my store is branded. Let's add a product, so let me show you how. If you're here looking to get started building an apparel business and you need help to get your first sale, make sure that you're checking our blogs at Shopline Academy on how to get your first sale in 14 days. We show you how to choose the right products, how to validate them, and how to get started. Just click the link in the description below to start reading. In this section, you are going to learn how to make changes to the photos, variants and pricing of your products while communicating both trust and value to make that sale. So go back to Shopline Admin. On the left hand corner, click Products, Product Management, and then click Add New Product. Start by giving the product a name. Using a name that is descriptive will help you get recognized by search engines, and that is going to increase the likelihood that someone will find your product. However, using a marketing name may entice people to try your product. So, you are going to want to strike a balance between a fancy marketing name and a practical, descriptive name. Including a product description is also important for potential customers to further understand your product. We can include information about materials, product features, how to use, and benefits. Pro tip: if you have a ton of information, I would recommend using bullet points to make the copy easily scannable and adding images or videos to create the best experience. Kindly ensure that the text is SEO friendly as well, considering the terms people will be typing on Google to find your product. This might sound redundant, but always use spell check. You can literally lose a customer's trust over one misspelled word. Add photos to your product. Product photos convey quality, trust, and helps customers imagine owning the product. Show your products at all different angles so that customers can get the feeling of seeing it in person. Include close-ups so that customers get a feel of the color and texture. And also add in videos and photos of someone actually using the product. The more information you give the customers, the more confidence you'll instill. Make sure to choose the most appropriate photo as your first image, as this will be featured on your store website. Alright, so now it's time to add a price. As you can see here, there are two sections, price and compared price. Price is the final amount your customer is going to pay at checkout. So let's say you're probably having a sale and you want to show the comparison between the original and the after sales price. So I'll erase this here and I'll put the original price in the compare at section and reduce price right over here. The customers will then see the original price crossed out and you'll see a new sales price. For cost per item, this is going to allow you to track the cost of your goods that you're selling. Let's move down into the inventory section here. You are going to have the option to include a stock keeping unit, or SKU for short. SKU helps you organize your inventory and fulfill your orders. If you are new to SKUs, you are going to make up your own formula that makes sense to you. This is going to help you in the long run, especially if you have a multitude of variants, so I would recommend you to invest some time into creating a system early on. Next, you have the option for barcodes. If you are just getting started and you are only selling online, you will not have to worry about this. The inventory section allows Shopline to track how many products you have on hand. Make sure that you are entering this correctly. You don't want customers to order something that is not in stock. If you choose to check off continue selling when out of stock, have a plan in place to communicate lead times to your customers. Now we'll add variants. If your product comes in different colors, flavors and sizes, for example, you are going to use variants to specify. In the options value field, enter the variant title. Then, you'll include the categories, separated by commas. Now, I'm going to add some color variants. Then, you are going to need to add in the product inventory, quantity, and price for each variant. Now, I personally love the flexibility with pricing. You can have different price ranges depending on your product's options and sizes. On top of that, you can add up to 5 layers of variants on the same product that you are selling. Now at the top, you are going to see the product setting. Click Manage and the list of active sales channels will appear. As you start selling on other channels like Instagram, you are going to want to make sure that all of these boxes are checked. Think of your sales channel as opportunities to reach customers in places that they have been spending their time. But for now, we're just selling on our online store. Just below that is your product category section. As your product offering grows, you'll need an easy way to manage your products in bulk. And not only keeps you organized, but customers can find the products easier with categories. Then, you can preview this section under the online store navigation, then click on homepage. Let's take a look at our work so far. So you're going to want to click the little eye icon to preview your work. Look at this masterpiece. Congrats! You did it! you can now start launching your Shopline store. Okay, now let's organize your products into categories so your customers can browse through your products easily. So for example, you can create categories for men or women. From the admin, click Products. Then the Categories page. Click on Add Category, enter a title and description. Adding a description is optional and is only visible on your store if your theme has the capacity to display it. In any case, you might want to include a description that uses keywords for SEO purposes. Under Sales Channels, choose from your active sales channels to make the collection available on different platforms. Choose whether products will be added to the category manually or automatically. If you prefer automatically, choose Smart Categorization. You'll then add a selection criteria under the conditions. You can add one or more conditions so that Shopline will automatically pull those products into a category. Click Add Product. Check all the items that you want to include and hit OK. By the way, you are not limited to the number of collections of products that can go in. Let's see how it looks. Click on the eye icon, which will open up a new browser window on the front end of your store. This is how my categorization page looks, but every theme will look slightly different. If you want to add a category to your homepage from the admin dashboard, click Online Store and then Navigation. Under the collection, click Add Submenu. Kindly link it to the categorization that you have created in order to link the category under the collection. Now, let's start adding some extra pages to your store. If you have information that won't change often, like an About Us or an FAQ, then you can give this content a permanent home using a page. Click Custom Page. Create a new page. You will be taken to a new web page editor. Under this, enter a title and content in the text box provided. Be descriptive and clear when choosing your web page title. The web page title is displayed in the tab or title bar of browsers. It is also used as the title in search engine results. Once you have finished, click Add and you will be directed to the web page display you just created. The web page can be further updated in case there are any changes you would like to make. Otherwise, it can be removed from your store website. You need a menu and links to help your customers explore your store. Sometimes, people make the mistake of creating the page but forgetting to link it in their menus. If that happens, it's almost like the page doesn't exist because people won't be able to get into it. We touched briefly on this, but let's go in depth. Go to Online Store, then hit Navigation. On the navigation page, you will see the main menu and footer. The footer generally has the drier info like contact, shopping policies, and terms and conditions. The main menu has all the items that make for a positive brand experience like Shop, Blog, and About Us. Let's edit our main menu. Click Add Menu Item and create a name. As mentioned previously, the name that you have chosen is what is actually displayed on the menu. So this is what the main navigation looks like now. Click on Update menu. Let's set up the legal pages. It can sound intimidating, but Shopline does make it real easy to set this part up. It's important to make sure that you have this before you launch, in case of a customer dispute. Let's get right into it. From Admin, click Settings, then click Legal. Returns and exchanges and refunds are all part of doing a business. So it is something that you will need to include in your policy and consider which items are eligible for return and exchange. Also, be clear about how long the customer has to make a return or the exchange. Is it 14 days or is it 30 days? What condition can the products be returned in? Will you accept them lightly worn, or do they need to still have their tags attached? How can customers initiate a return? Gentle reminder to be transparent and precise so you can avoid misunderstandings. You can click Create from Template to get a generalized outline that you can later customize. Keep in mind that these are not by any means illegal advice. Having your return policy linked in various places of your online store increases communication and trust, which will increase your conversion rate. Make your return policy on the product pages, your checkout page, and in the footer navigation as well. A privacy policy is a statement or legal document that dissolves how you will manage your customers' data. Not only is it the law to disclose a privacy policy when collecting information like email addresses and home addresses, but it also communicates transparency with your customer base. So this is something that you are going to want to include. You can create a template here as well and edit to suit your business needs. Terms of service are pretty important because they are rules our customers must agree to. The terms of service will protect your content and prevent abuse. Now, let's create a terms of service agreement. Here, you're going to want to include your business email and not your personal email. I also recommend that you stick this link in your footer. A shipping policy is not a legal requirement, but it gives your customers clarity and trust when buying from you. Most customers will check this page out before buying. So, be sure to add all of these things, add information about the price and lead times on international shipping. Be clear about which regions you do and do not ship. Be sure to also list out any special restrictions. For example, if you have a specific product that does not ship to a certain country, you can then explain it there. Explain how customs and duties work. To make sure there are no surprises, be clear that it is the responsibility of the customer to pay duties and taxes upon receiving a package. And if you don't have all this information yet, that is fine. You can still launch without all the answers. So, as you start to get the answers, you can easily update your policies without the help of a developer. Good job! So you've got the legal pages taken care of. Now, it's time to update your metadata. Metadata is like a page title, and meta description is how your site will look on Google when someone searches you. Metadata will not affect your chances of showing up on Google, but a good meta description can increase the likelihood of visitors clicking on your website. It's a great way to attract more traffic. From your Shopline admin, go to Online Store, then hit Preferences. In the SEO setting right top corner, click Edit. The page title, meta description section will then appear. Enter your homepage title and page description. Search engines will only show about 140 characters of your meta description below your title tag, so make sure that you're keeping it short and then click Complete. If you have edited your title text and it's not showing up on Google, you might need to wait a couple of weeks for your edits to show up in the search engine results. It can take some time for the search engines to crawl and index your content. It's the time that it takes the different pages of your store to load. Your online store speed impacts the shopping experiences of your customers. People's general expectations of loading times are high. If your store takes too long to load, a customer will get annoyed and most likely leave. On the flip side, if your store is quick to load, this will increase your conversion rate. One pro tip: Google likes stores that give good customer experiences, so your store will be more easily discoverable if it's quick to load. Next is setting up your store email. Shopline email notifications are a way of letting your customers keep up to date with the status of their order. But they are not just for your customers. Shopline's email notifications can be sent to you and your staff too. You can set up notifications like new purchases so you know when to fulfill an order. To double check that you've got the right email inputted, go to your Shopline admin and then Settings. Click on Basic Settings. In the basic shop information, you can input two different email addresses, one for your store contact for Shopline to contact you, and the other is for customer service purposes, for contacting and contacted customers. Next, setting up or updating your Shopline email notifications. Go to Shopline Admin, Settings, then Notifications. There are several types of Shopline email notifications that you can edit or preview. Let's click on this order confirmation notification templates to edit the content. Here you can input your logo, email subject, body, a call to action button, and your email signature. On the right hand side, there is also a preview showing direct changes you have made. Once you are happy with the content and adjustments made, click on Update. I recommend you go through important templates individually to make sure that you are happy with the content. Some of the important ones to look at are order confirmation, edit order, order cancellation, return and refund updates, abandoned cart, order invoice notification. When the customer abandons the cart at checkout for a certain period of time, you can send out a cart recovery notification via email to remind your customers. We have prepared an email content template for you to pick up, but you can always customize it based on your business needs. Just remember to click on Update. So, you have done all the hard work of coming up with your business idea and finally getting online. Before you can make your first sale, let's set up your payment methods. Go into Settings and then click on Payments. The first option we have here is Shopline Payments. Shopline Payments is the simplest route, but if for whatever reason you want to accept payments with PayPal or a third-party provider, you have the option to do so. From here, you'll input your personal and banking information, and when you're done, just click on Complete Account Setup. To make sure that you have done this step correctly, ensure that your banking details got accepted. You can view your payouts here once you start getting sales. If we scroll down, you can then see a custom payment method. This allows you to choose and accept certain types of payment, like custom payment and cash on delivery. You want to make sure that you're familiar with the rates and fees for each. Now you are ready to accept payments, accelerated checkouts, accelerated or express checkouts, save customer payment and shipping information so that returning customers can check out quicker. Now, it's time to move on to the fun stuff. Let's look at shipping. Shipping is one of the more complex parts of a business to set up and manage. It can be expensive, and sometimes it's hard to know whether you should be absorbing that cost or passing it on to the customer. Before you set up your shipping, it's a good idea to search for different carriers so that you have an understanding of what the rates are out there and how to work with any dropshipping or fulfillment services. You can either drop off packages to them, or some carriers actually let you schedule the pickups from your own location, like your house or your warehouse. We also have our own logistics platform, OneShip, that partners with a variety of major shipping carriers that integrates with Shopline by default. OneShip provides special rates that are available to all Shopline's merchants. We'll further talk about this later after going through the process of setting up your shipment methods. First, go to Shopline Admin, Settings, and click on Shipping and Delivery. Under the General Shipping Fees, click Add Regional Shipping. Select your product, then choose the shipping zone. Based on each courier's rates, you can create a different shipping rate. There are three types of rate charging you can choose from: flat or fixed rate, weight-based rate, and product quantity rate. Weight-based rate are like price-based rates where you can set the minimum and maximum, but this time it's about how much the total cart weighs. As for the product quantity rate, it is the rate based on the total quantity of products in your cart. So you could also set a flat shipping rate, let's say $7 for orders under 5 kilograms and a flat shipping rate of $15 for orders over 5 kilograms. You can customize and add conditions according to your business preference. Once done, click on Save. So that is a manual way of doing it, but you can also use carriers or apps to calculate real-time shipping rates. For those of you who would like to include taxes on your product pricing, go ahead to Shopline Admin, click on Settings, then Taxes and Fees. The first thing we see is tax collection areas. Under the country or region, you can choose the location where you will be setting up your store. To add a new country or region, you can go to Create Shipping Region. Here, you have the option of showing your product prices with the tax included, and next, you can choose how these taxes are applied on top of your shipping rate. It is optional for you to tick on this. Once you're done, click on Update, and you're all set on your sales taxes. So, I've previously introduced OneShip, which is a built-in shipping center right in your admin. If you further scroll down, right at the bottom, you'll find OneShip under the platform logistics. OneShip is an integrated delivery service that provides an easy way for you to ship out orders, and it can also help you print out labels and arrange couriers to pick up your package. They provide a free trial for new users to try out, so kindly refer to the link to find out more about OneShip. After you have set up your shipping, you are going to need to purchase and print the labels on those boxes. For a business starter, it is not necessary to buy labels. Printing on paper and securing them down on your package will do. However, using a shipping label will definitely make your store look more professional. Shipping labels include the sender's and receiver's information, the tracking number, and the type of shipping service. The type of service will be the main difference between your shipping labels. So for example, a shipping label that promises delivery in 2 days is going to be more expensive than the one that delivers in 10 days. All the shipping carriers will offer their services with a different delivery time. This will include a standard delivery, which is slow. This includes standard delivery, expedited delivery, and overnight delivery in order of speed. Lastly, make sure to pack your parcel nicely so customers can receive the products in good conditions. Include a foam or bubble wrap and a courier bag helps to ensure the items are packed securely. You can choose to add the customer's data one at a time or upload the products in bulk. To add, start from your SHOPLINE admin, click on Customers. To add your customers one at a time, select Add a Client. Fill in the applicable fields and update the applicable checkboxes. Customer accepts marketing, so you are going to want to check this box if the customer has agreed to receive marketing emails or SMS. To add your customers in bulk, you can choose to either upload from an Excel spreadsheet or even transfer the information from your existing Shopify account. If you have one, it is a fast and easy process. You just need to drag and drop the file into the pop-up box and then click on Import and you're good to go. Next is setting up your customer service strategy. Excellent customer service retains customers and encourages repeat customers. Let's get our store set up so that we can make great customer service quickly and really easy for them as a business owner. When deciding which strategies you want to implement, one of the most important factors is to understand the market niche where your store fits. Depending on the products or services you are selling and also the price point, customers will have a different expectation. It can take time to understand your customer's specific needs and expectations, but you can still use the common customer service strategies. Here are some examples to try. Provide a clear return and shipping policy that you're required to uphold. Give your customers a way to contact you to ask any questions about their products or orders. You can also provide contact information like a phone number and an email address, as well as the contact form. You can also set up a live chat or messaging services like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or Instagram Message. SHOPLINE provides an integrated messenger so you can manage your customers' chat and order at once. Just go to the SHOPLINE admin and you can find the messaging services built in. Customer reviews are important to boost your brand awareness. You can use product review apps and also allow comments on your blog. Customers who are happy with your products are often willing to say so publicly. However, make sure that you are also prepared for negative reviews and posts. On top of that, it is important to decide in advance how you plan to respond. Who does not like rewards? These are the tips to adopt in order to increase customer loyalty. Reward loyal customers with discounts, points, rewards, and referral programs. You can choose to reward customers who order often from your store or customers who spend above a certain amount of money. You can find customers that meet your award criteria by sorting through your customer list in SHOPLINE or through the membership apps. Giving discounts is a great way to give customers the extra push if they are considering a purchase. It is also useful to attract new customers, incentivize repeat purchases, and retain customers. From the SHOPLINE admin, head over to Discounts and select Create Discount. Start by giving it a name. Customers will enter this discount code at checkout. You can offer your customers a percentage, fixed value, or a shipping discount, and you can also offer a promotion such as Buy X and Get Y discount. Apply this to a single product, an entire collection, or variants in your store. There's also flexibility to set minimum requirements someone needs to reach in order to enjoy the discount. You can apply this to specific products by selecting categories or particular products. In addition, this can apply to everyone or specific people. Set the usage limit and how long you want the promotion to run for. SHOPLINE also has a stack discounts option. If the price still meets the condition for using discount codes after an automatic discount is applied, then discount code can be stacked. Go to the right hand corner of the page, under Stack Discounts, tick the checkbox to make sure that this applied after the automatic discount. SHOPLINE will automatically apply the discount in the customer's cart at checkout, based on the parameters that you have set. Next is our App Store. SHOPLINE Apps is a great way to enhance the functionality of your store, sell more, and build relationships with your audience. And most importantly, they are free. To access, click on Apps. When choosing an app to install for your store, begin by asking yourself a few questions. What does my store need outside of SHOPLINE as core features? What would increase my sales, like better SEO, marketing, scheduled store sales maybe? What will make managing my store easier? Let me further break down some of the top few apps I would personally recommend based on its functionality. My top recommendation will be the product bundles, flash sales, and countdown timer, as they can help you increase your sales and boost your conversion rate. For business owners who would like to start a fashion store, we got you covered with apps specifically tailored to meet your requirements. My top recommendation apps would be Zhuge Creatives, a creative, smart and effective ads editor where you can quickly edit and repurpose your product images to website banners, uniforming the style of your web page. The second app will be the product filters and color palette. With unified and better color display of products, customers can be more attracted to engage with your products and make the purchases. The third app will be the size chart. It is a must-have for every apparel store. The size chart allows you to configure your products easily, providing multiple size selections and customizable to your business needs. With a few clicks, you can adjust the style and pattern for size charts to enrich your product information. At SHOPLINE, we also provide apps to help you with your store marketing and sourcing purposes. There is a MailChimp app for email marketing integration, affiliate marketing for effective coordination on social media platforms, and Facebook Data Reporting Assistant for Facebook Ads Analytics Insights. For store management, we have an out-of-orders app to help with sending alert to you if your product has run out of stock, and also an Kakako app for dropshipping. We still have a lot of apps tailored for you to further optimize your e-commerce store. Do play around with the different options and find out which apps are most suitable for you. Let's discuss the topic of SEO more in detail. Many people searching for something on the internet are going to begin with a search tool like Google. Search engines determine the way websites are more likely to be relevant to what someone has searched, and then they will show the results. There are more factors that can make your online store appear higher in the search engine results, like the content of your site and the number of unpaid links pointing to your store from other websites. It takes time to build a reputation for your brand, and in the short term, the easiest way to get more traffic to your online store is to optimize your content so that search engines recognize it as relevant to search queries related to your products. This is what we meant by SEO. Some basic steps are to find keywords that are relevant to your products and your brand. You can use free tools like Google Keyword Planner to search for keywords that have high search volume and lower competition. Then, you are going to want to add those keywords into your content, including the page titles, description, and image alternate text. Make sure that the URLs and the file names match the content and use keywords. On to the next step. Let me show you how I find these keywords and the way I enter them into my site. So I'm in the Google Keyword Planner right now, and I'm going to hit Discover New Keywords so that we can get some new ideas. I will start by typing in keywords that I think people will be searching for to find my product. The first section gives us data on keywords that we have typed in. The columns that we want to pay attention to are the competition and the average monthly searches. Like I've mentioned previously, the sweet spot is a high average monthly search volume with low competition. These will be the keywords that you want to include on your website. The next step is to take these keywords and put them into a site, like a product page for example. You can also put them on your blog post and your homepage as well. This is how you can increase your chances of being number one on Google for a specific search term. Now that you have gone through all the necessities of building a beautiful and functional site, all that's left is to launch. During your launch time, every business will need a marketing strategy. Utilizing different market channels like social media, email marketing, paid advertising, and affiliates can help to create more awareness and engagement to your store. At SHOPLINE, you can create Facebook and Google ads through the Smart Ad system. Start from SHOPLINE admin, click advertisement, then get started. A gentle reminder that you need to set up a Smart Ads account. Congratulations! Now that your SHOPLINE store is ready to launch, you can now start selling confidently and efficiently. Setting up a store is a one and done thing, but you have to continue optimizing your business and marketing your brand. So make sure to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any future videos. See you in the next one.